hope that I'd wake up, that I wasn't here right now. This old year I made up, but I was awake somehow. I was awake somehow. I really prayed that this old year I made up, but I was awake somehow.
Welcome friends to a new episode of our Warhammer 3 narrative campaign playing as the Winter Palace Pretenders. And to recap the last episode, after annihilating the minor Slaanesh faction at the Monolith of Bubonicus, we are next door neighbors with Archaeon, but I do have a semi-complicated plan on vassalizing him. But this does require the use of one of the mods which allows me to trade any settlement to any faction. And the thing with this mod is that I can, unlike the base game option of trading settlements where you have to be neighbors, even if, let's say, I want to trade with the Deadwood Sentinels, which is a Dark Elf faction all the way off close to Nagaron, I can do that for them and also get a lot of gold compared to the base game value too. But my plan here is to trade off a settlement or two to Archaeon, and then in the next turn, once my relations have increased with him, then I will use the base game option of trading off a settlement, preferably the Monolith of Bubonicus. Apparently, in off video, I did see that it is worth quite a bit in the diplomacy screen, but we're going to sell off one of my other settlements, get a massive influx of money. As you can probably see there, I am in the negative income, which isn't horrible just because I have a lot of money to spare, but I'm going to sell off some territory, and I know it sounds counterintuitive, sell off territory in order to, in the long run, gain a very, very powerful vassal. And not only will I gain Archaeon as a vassal, I'll be gaining his vassal as my vassal, which is the Norskin Call. So this is a very, very schemy Slaanesh plot that we are hatching right now. So I'm going to sell him the Burning Monolith, get a crap ton of gold from that. We are in positive relations with Archaeon in the next turn, and it looks like we can potentially change Narcissism to a hero, but I do want to keep him as a lord because I do want them to act as bait in case we need one. Although changing Narcissism to a hero would be very interesting, and yes, that is one of the mods that I'm playing with. I do have a crazy amount. If you guys want me to add a list, it is going to be a very lengthy list, but we're going to add some points in for Narcissism, a point in for Lash of Slaanesh, and yes, I did go with Route Marcher just because long term it would be very helpful for us. As for Nastasya, I was half tempted to choose Chillwind, but I decided to go with Route Marcher instead too. We also are researching technology, enriching toil, mainly because I do need to reduce the upkeep of my soldiers here. And I do not plan on recruiting any units for now. I'm half tempted to recruit some Kossars, but I do want to leave some spaces up in my army slot if I need to actually fight against Archaeon and seduce his units, which I will be keeping as trophies too. But let's end the turn here, and in the next one I am going to fast forward to us hopefully vassalizing Archaeon or potentially having to duke it out with him. But let's see what's in store for us in the next scene. Alright everyone, different turn, new settlement trade. So we're going to gamble a lot on this here, where I'm going to give up Stormwrack Mount to Archaeon, and it's not going to be for the maximum that it's worth, but at the same time, that attitude over time might potentially tip things in the balance for us. Plus also, I do kind of need a big influx of money since, well, not kind of. It's not like I totally need it. I am at over 20,000, but I am losing money this turn. So I'm going to try get an influx to offset that as much as possible, get some potential positive relations with Archaeon. And I did move my army here, and yes, this is another gamble I'm gonna need to take, where I'll be taking Narcissism and Nastasya over to the Tower of Torment, and I also have a Devotee army ready. Oh shoot, I am going to need some Slaanesh corruption in order to pull it off, but we are going to make an assault on the Tower of Torment. I am half tempted. It's not really going to make that much of a difference if I switch Narcissism to a hero, but it might potentially save up upkeep. Let's take a look here. Change to hero. Okay, upkeep is still at 525. I might change them back into a lord in order to help make that assault, or to draw Ursus out of the Tower of Torment if he's still stationed there. But yes, we are planning on taking out Boris Ursus because we want to be the sole rulers of Kislev itself. Remember, we do get diplomatic relations with minor Kislev factions, but not major ones. Alright, I know it seems like I'm all over the place with my strategy, and it does seem a little bit overcomplicated, but also we did improve relations with Archaeon to the point we can get a trade agreement. I know it doesn't seem like we're going to get much out of it, but at the same time, I do want to continue to increase those relations with him, so then eventually we can shoehorn our way into, as you can see down there, making him our vassal, and then his vassal is going to become our vassal. So we'll propose that offer, and not only that, but we're also going to join his war against Boris Ursus, although that does only give us 1,600, just a little under 1,700 actually. So instead I'm going to I do like that changing that Lord of Change's voice, actually. Alright, let's actually balance that offer. Payments, 5,000. I'll definitely take that payment. And I know Boris is going to be very tough to beat. And yes, we did give up Monolith of Festerlung, Burning Monolith, and eventually we'll give up Bubonicus over to Archaeon. Alright, we have semi of an ambush here, so we're leaving Narcissism as the sole bait. Both Nastasya and also, yes, I did go back admittedly, and I did spawn a Disciple army. I don't really care if we lose this Disciple army, just because taking out Boris in order to sacrificing this Disciple army to take out Boris will be very much well worth it, and then we'll wipe out his faction by taking the Tower of Torment. But let's see if this ambush will even pull off in the next turn. So admittedly, I did sacrifice Narcissism and our Disciple army in order to lure Boris out, and I did auto-resolve the decisive defeat off video. But we have Boris in our sights right now. I'm going to use everything that I got with Nastasya to launch my attack on him now. Alright, it is listed as a close defeat, but let's see which units or how many units can we actually seduce here. Okay, I think because little to no Slaanesh corruption, it would be pretty cool if we could seduce his hero. Yeah, it honestly looks like we can just seduce a unit of Kossars. And yeah, I honestly do not know if this is full-on worth it, but we're going to throw everything that we got. I am going to try to it's going to take a lot of micromanagement on my end. Separate my cavalry as much as possible. Let's see what the speed is on these war bears. 75 compared to my demonettes. 57. Okay, so I know for a fact the House Striders will be able to outrun them. Warhounds for sure. How's my Chaos Knights? Okay, definitely Chaos Knights. We have a decent front line here too. I could potentially do a Pseudo front line with my Eternal Tormentors. No, I think I'm going to use them to flank around if possible. But we got a decent front line with the Hell Scourges. Kossars will be able to dish out damage in the back. I'm going to do my best to separate Boris's army as much as possible. His hero is going to be a pain to fight against as well. Alright, let's see how we fare against our predecessor. This is for the entire throne of Kislev. Taking a look at our main battle line, admittedly speaking, this might be semi-complicated, but I'm willing to pull it off anyway. We got our regular Kossars in the back line, Nastasya leading it from the back, and also will be casting Chillwind on the battle lines. Hell Scourges and also Kossars will be guarding our regular Kossars while we are spreading our cavalry out, like I mentioned before. One unit of Hellstriders along with Chaos Warhounds of Khorne are going to launch an attack on the Kislevite warriors. They are listed as a high threat, but to be completely honest, these Warbear Riders I really want to try to take out first and foremost. So I'm going to launch first the left flank attack just to bait them, hopefully get one or even both Warbear Riders over to overcommit on this left flank here, and then I do plan on potentially surrounding them or taking them out with these Chaos Knights, or bogging them down. Hopefully I want to lure them over to our main army so they can get shot down and also overwhelmed. I am also holding 2 units of Hellstriders of Slaanesh in reserve on the right flank and hidden too, in case I want to try to really split their forces up and have them run amok as much as possible. But before we launch our actual attack, let's shift everyone over. Get to the very top of the hill as far as possible. Alright, let's see, where are those Warbears going? Alright, you two launch your attack now. Not a full-on attack, I would say, but just enough to spook them. Actually, hang on. I do want to launch an attack on the armored Kossars, but... oh, that's already a... okay, pull out now. Yeah, let's have you guys pull out. Failed prone attack. Okay, you two launch your assault now. Yeah, we're going to really need to micro the hell out of this battle. Yeah, those Kislevite warriors are sturdier than I was anticipating. Okay, those Warbear Riders I think can definitely smell us. I'm actually going to try to debate them, poke and prod as much as possible. I am using my Demonettes of Slaanesh hidden on that side, just to act as an extra harassing force. Alright, maybe you guys won't do the most damage, but I also just need you guys to do as much harassment as you can. Okay, that Zargard is probably going to be a pain in my ass. Ooh, okay, they are really killing my Hellstriders. Ooh, okay, we got a unit of Bear Riders going up against us. Or debating them, at least. Okay, actually, they're not totally isolated, but I think we can at least do a little bit of harassing attacks on them. I will say Boris has the upper edge when it comes to better quality units. Okay, yeah, we are attacking in the flank as much as we can. Alright, converge, converge. Yeah, none of their units are actually... Well, okay. Starting to support their bear riders. Okay, pull out. Yeah, our cavalry are really taking hits right now. Alright, my question is, are they going to commit their forces? Alright, thankfully that's going to tire out their Zarguard. Okay, come on. Get the bear riders going after us. Alright, come on, keep chasing. Keep at it, boys and girls. Alright, a little bit of poke damage there. And as always, everyone, let me know in the comments if you think I need to really do better with micromanaging my cavalry. I'm very much open to criticism. I don't want to sacrifice. I do want to save my lancers for the last warbear unit. Alright, warhounds, let's have you rest up here. Oh, actually, no, do not engage. Don't engage those warbears. Let's have them engage with our Hell Scourges. Okay, Kossars, I want you moving back a bit. Okay. Get into firing range. Although, hang on. I think this is our opportunity. Ooh, watch them all get gunned down. Okay, they're completely isolated. Keep gunning them down. Ooh, they are resilient. Alright, Nastasya, fall back. Actually, fuck it. Let's get a chill wind on them. Ooh, okay, that... They definitely felt that. Yeah, concentrate fire, everyone. Ooh, okay, it looks like they are now moving up to our actual position now. Yeah, cut them all down. No survivors. Okay, cavalry, let's get you out harassing again. Alright, I will unfortunately need to sacrifice some Warhounds of Khorne. Okay, reform your lines. All Scourges, get back in formation. Alright, you guys move back in that formation. Let's see if we can get those war bears away from their main army. Ooh, hang on, did we just... Wow, alright, they shattered. Okay. Alright, change of plans. Let's use our demonettes. Yeah, demonettes, harassing force, like I was saying, they are going to make good on their usefulness. Alright, pull back, pull back, pull back. Alright, we are splitting their army out, which is really nice. Okay, they are sending in forces to support their bears, unfortunately. Thankfully, some of their army is injured after that auto-decisive defeat. Okay, how's our front lines looking? Nastasya, let's have you fall back. Alright, let's have you guys charge in through there. Yeah, let's throw everything that we got at them. Yeah, those warbears are no joke whatsoever. Okay, they are tired, thankfully, so we are going to outrun them and cut them down as best we can. Alright, we got them completely surrounded. Yeah, they are melting like butter right now. Lancers and demonettes tag teaming together to overwhelm their... Wow, that was faster than I was expecting. Okay, my cavalry micromanagement definitely could have been better. But I think, all things considering... Alright, we need to start pulling out because... Kislev is sending a retaliatory strike against us. Alright, this is more like a panic attack. Not a panic attack, but just trying to get some shots in. Alright, you two... Alright, no, do not focus. Don't go into melee, but do concentrate your fire. Ooh, okay, we got their hero focused on us. Just one warbear rider. Alright, yeah, let's line you guys up to do a devastating flank charge. Alright, let's get another Chillwind going there. Support our Hell Scourges. Alright, let's have you guys focus fire on this flank here. Yeah, our Kossars could really use some help. Alright, well, they're holding out against Boris pretty well. Alright, all of you, reconcentrate your fire there. Okay, let's have you three charge into... Yeah, let's have you overwhelm those armored Kossars. You two charge into those armored Kossars. Alright, keep the pressure up, everyone. Ooh, absolutely devastating them. Alright, unfortunately, unit of Kislevite warriors did make it through, but nonetheless. Okay, let's have you guys betray Boris. Yeah, we're having our own Kossars fight. Boris fighting against his own Kossars. That must be disheartening for him, roleplay wise. Yeah, I want to try to completely surround and overwhelm these isolated units. Alright, keep up your concentration of fire. Alright, Nastasya is surrounded, but also that means our Kossars can't. Ooh, that could have definitely been better. Alright, you guys tie up Boris. How are our demonettes doing? Armored Kossars, are they losing slightly? Come on, one more should do it. Yeah, no, Hell Scourges are absolutely holding their own out against their brethren. Okay, keep concentration of fire there. Okay, Chaos Knights, get rid of those armored Kossars. Yeah, we definitely left them in too much prolonged combat, for sure. Okay, let's have you guys charge back up here. Charge into that Zargard and wipe them out as fast as possible. Alright, it's probably in our best interest now to start chill winning these forces here. Nastasya is definitely taking a beating. Okay, all of you start open firing on these Kislevite. Or actually, you know what? Charge into them. Alright, sending them into... Yeah, no, they're pretty much defeated. Yeah, Boris making his last ditch stand there. Ooh, okay, our armored Kossars, I think, got wiped out by Boris.
Only I can keep Kislev secure.
Yeah, leave none alive. Alright, I would say that would be a Pyrrhic victory for us, my friends. Very much hard fought. Could have definitely micromanaged a lot better. Alright, Kossars, let's have you open fire on Boris. Yeah, use as much of your ammo as possible. Actually, I'm gonna try to see if my demonettes can get some hits in too. Might seem a little redundant, but I do want to get a chill wind going on Boris here. Yeah, we pretty much gave everything we could against Boris here. Alright, let's have you guys back off, take out those Alright, we did increase Nastasya's speed, thankfully. Yeah, I don't think Chillwin is really going to do much either. Alright. Complicated actions against... Well, not against Archaeon. I meant to say complicated diplomacy with Archaeon to start off with. A very risky battle against Boris. Front lines definitely took some damage. Kossars, intact. Demonettes of Slaanesh, well, I think we'll just have to rely on replenishment, and our Hellstriders, our entire cavalry really took a beating there. Okay, well now I can call it a victory with Boris dead. Pyrrhic victory, I figured as much. Alright, I think I'll wrap up here, everyone. I do want to start the next episode with wiping out the Urson Revivalists on an exciting note. I know this episode we did start off on a slow burn in terms of trying to use diplomacy to vassalize Archaeon, which honestly I think I might even start off with that too. Starting off with wiping out the Urson Revivalists and then vassalizing Archaeon. But let me know what you guys thought about this video, if there are some things that I could have done better either in battle or diplomacy. And as always, I appreciate your feedback. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for checking out the final conclusion as well. It was one of those harder battles for me, not just with the micromanagement, but with the entire sturdiness of Kislev's front lines. Until then, my friends, I'll save you a seat at the table for the next adventure.